Fairplace Award is an ethical workplace accreditation which measures the organisation's commitment to the people in the workplace, the community, outside its doors and the environment in a single measure of excellence. The criteria are simple but robust. You have to undertake to pay the living wage to both staff and contractor staff and allow rights of representation. You have to have a target to cut carbon emissions, and whether you're a landlord or a tenant, you have to proactively engage to introduce ethical workplace standards into your organisation's workplace.
Areas that were critical for us in terms of how good the building is, in terms of being environmentally sustainable, how our workplace policies worked. In some ways, we'd taken many of these for granted. So when we were being assessed on areas and they were saying, well, have you got policies or something, we would say, well, actually, we haven't yet because we do that for granted. But what it's done is help us, therefore, to create a better framework for our HR policies, a better framework for our ways we do our supplying and the way that we source our goods and source our services.
It's such a broad range of measures that can potentially impact upon so many different groups of people in the workplace, outside the workplace, in the community, and even globally when you factor in environmental measures.
And actually, when we were going through it, we almost used it as a guide, and it highlighted quite a lot of areas where we can improve, and helped us during the application to improve some stuff on the way.
People apply online and they attach evidence, and we don't just want policies off the shelf. This is not a tick boxing exercise. It is actually, we want evidence, minutes of meetings or evidence of best practice, because it's a workplace and not a corporate accreditation.
It surprised me actually, because I thought we'll sell it, it'll be fine, because we've done a lot of work on sustainability. But it did shock me how thorough it is as an improvement tool, which it should be. So really, it's given my company a lot more of a focus of what we need to be recording and monitoring for the last, the previous 3 years to make sure we're seeing improvements.
Organisations apply for Fairplace for lots of different reasons. Some of them see that it benchmarks social value. And measures impact, which is incredibly important, whether people are selling services to local authorities or wanting to promote their organisation to investors or to clients, or indeed to staff, including graduates.
Well, I thought the Fairplace Award brought together a number of dimensions which were important to me, and I think important to Cafod as well.
People apply because they like the process itself. One managing director said to me, I've got one accreditation for environment and another one for HR, whereas this is a single measure, a holistic, comprehensive measure of excellence, and they like that.
It's just making sure that there's an independent assessment that the things we think are important in terms of the way we treat our staff, the way that our working conditions are arranged, the way that we look at ethical suppliers. I think for us it's getting an independent assessment of that that's been really, really helpful for us.
With my role as customer strategy manager, I do feel that if you look after your employees, then they're in a better place to look after your customers. So it's focusing on your people, which if you've got your people sorted, they will help look after your business.
So the Fairplace Award we think is a great business improvement tool. Firstly, our internal staff, it keeps everyone happy here. It creates a better work environment, and we think that leads to better productivity. So we think that can really improve our business internally. And also people looking externally out. We're really proud of the award we've got on our email footers. And also when people like graduates and other candidates are looking at working with us, if they see that, it's sort of still approval that it's a good place to work and a fair place to work. So yeah, we think it's great.
It's a cost-saving tool. It can help you identify efficiencies in terms of engaging people on issues. It can help people drive towards an improved performance because you have that benchmark score. I think all in all, I would recommend it to any organisation. Yeah, for sure.
I think for companies, I think a big issue is how they live out their corporate social responsibility. And this award, I think, will help them as an independent way say, well, look, you know, we do believe in a better world, a fairer world, a more sustainable world, and an award like this helps us measure how well we're living up to what we're saying to the public.